Hey guys, Veritasdh here, back with a different video this time. It's unscripted. You guys might have been wondering where I've been in the past like week to week and a half. For a little bit of the time, my Google account slash Gmail was hacked, which in turn the hacker went on my YouTube and uploaded a bunch of bogus like virus videos and all that stuff. It was a pain in the butt, to say the least, to get all of this stuff restored, all the account back into my hands. And honestly, for a little bit of time, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to. Today, we're going to be going through how to restore your Gmail slash Google account slash YouTube, and some very important tips and things you guys need to know. So, I guess we'll get started. So, the story of what happened, I was specifically targeted as a content creator for some quote partnership program. I looked into it. They had files. They had an NDA file, which I was just kind of like, wait, why are you sending me a non-disclosure agreement if I haven't seen anything yet, or anything like that? So I opened that, looked into it. It was from some Korean company named Upbit. I wasn't sure if it was legit or not. It was a crypto monitoring program. Quote, they said it was for some crypto game, so just be aware. So what happened was they had another file which was .pdf or yeah .pdf.scr, which means screensaver. I found out this is usually a virus. Even though I didn't put it on my computer, I think it might have screwed around with my Google Chrome to where since my Gmail was automatically logged in, the guy was able to get in there and look and see the automatic authentications. So the thing is I had two-step authentication. So two-step authentication does not make your account safe if you're automatically logged into your computer, meaning that they can get into your Gmail account and all that stuff, like click over here, kind of where my mouse is, and be like, oh, he's already logged in, let me switch his information into my thing. The first thing that alerted me about this was I saw there's a Russian text message I got from my Gmail for two-step authentication. And I thought I fixed it by changing the password, but the guy had already gotten in there, changed my recovery. He changed my recovery to the same email address, so I had no chance of getting it back. He changed both the numbers. He changed everything, the password, obviously, and all that. So I'm freaking out here. I'm like, shit, because this is one of my personal emails, and it has my YouTube. He immediately uploaded 7 YouTube videos of his own that were all scams, I could tell, or potentially keyloggers to go into my viewer bases. I immediately tweeted at all of my followers to not look at any of the stuff. I was currently in the process of recovering it. So, me freaking out, naturally, I go on the web. Well, I try all the recovery stuff, it doesn't work. I go on the web, and this is what happened. So, they said on all the forums there was no specific phone number to contact for them to look into it because, quote, their two-step authentication should be unhackable, which is kind of BS. Sorry, Google. Anyway, how to uncover your Gmail account. So they first tell you to check your forgotten passwords, follow the steps, forgot your email address, someone else is using your account, it was hijacked, can't sign in, recover an account. They tell you to then, like, okay, was this helpful? Obviously not for me in my circumstance. Then they have you go to the forum. And I found out so many people are having the same issue I was, especially content creators. So what was going on is they tell you to post and they tell you to go to this, quote, expert. This expert doesn't even work for Google, and they'll tell you what to do. And they pretty much say you're SOL, make a new email address. So I didn't believe that. I went to search for Google's phone number. I eventually found it with some help. I called them the next day, so they're only open between, 8 a.m. Pacific to 5 p.m. Pacific, whatever. Anyway, I called about 60 times. Finally got through. So the first thing is, if you have a hacked Gmail, it pretty much tells you to go back to this website, which is no help. After 2.5 hours on hold for asking a question, they pick up and they tell me that the best they can do is direct us and guide us through this site. So I tell them the situation. They're like, oh, I have no access to that. Against our terms of service, we're not able, or our special documents, we're not able to go into the accounts. We don't have access to that. Only our support team does. And even then, you're not guaranteed your stuff back because Google doesn't touch it. And I'm like, wait, so you're saying you own all of these accounts and you can't go into them? And Google was like, yes. So the best they told me to do was go to ic3.gov, which is the US's version to report a cybercrime. So by this time, obviously, people won't be as lucky as me, but I was able to figure out who hacked me. I reversed IP'd and found everything about the guy. And this guy was located in India. I actually found his legit YouTube channel where he took the videos from and immediately put them on mine. So I reported him to the FBI, and he's currently being investigated, let's just say. So not having a good time. But yeah, I ended up sending that. I sent a YouTube, like, feedback because I couldn't figure out how to get, discuss them. And Gmail's just kind of like, okay, just send us a thing someday. If you're lucky, we'll get back to you. So naturally, I'm panicking because we are just about to hit monetization for the channel. We're growing. I want to expand the community, give you guys more content, more helpful information. And it really sucked. But luckily I found a YouTube video and some comments that said if I tweeted at Team YouTube. So if you have a Twitter, you tweet at Team YouTube, tell them, oh crap, I was hacked, blah blah blah. They send you a DM usually within 24 hours, and then they send you a form to fill out. Like, what time were you hacked? You need all your original recovery for this YouTube, like when your channel was made, what's your channel ID, all that stuff. They tell you how to get it. They ask you to explain the incident. They go in and they look at the times the hacker logged into you, your account was compromised and everything. And then from there, you just have to do a little bit of a waiting game. They eventually take your account down, and then they have you see if you can recover your stuff. So luckily, I was able to recover my account and my YouTube, but my YouTube has some warnings on it because it was scams, obviously, this guy's set up. So YouTube went in there and removed them all for me with another email. So my account is completely fixed. The problem is I would have never known this had I not found, like, some random posting on the internet and a little bit of YouTube video that touched on it. There is nothing out there that tells you how to fix your account if it is hacked. So my biggest and, best advice I'd say to any of you guys, make sure you guys have a YouTube account hooked up to your Gmail. And it is even better if you have videos on there, because YouTube support team saved my butt. So make sure, even if it's a crappy video, just upload something. Hook it up to your Gmail. That way you have a chance to get your account and your Gmail back, especially if it's your personal stuff. Thankfully, during this hacking process, I learned a lot, and I made 6 or 7 business emails and backups and ways to trace if anyone tries to mess with us again. So let's just say it's going to be a little bit of a deterrent if any potential hacker watches this, because, yeah, the guy's being investigated and probably never going to go to the U.S. again, let's just say that. Even VPNs they can get around. They have all the information. The thing is they're counting on the majority of people not to be able to find this information. That's why I'm putting this video out to you guys. Just in case you have the ill fate I did of being hacked, you can figure out how to handle it and, get your stuff back without going through the hassle. Do not call Google. Google will be absolutely no help at all. Once again, your best bet is tweeting at Team YouTube. Team YouTube, not YouTube. At Team YouTube. That is their support. They will handle it. As long as you have a YouTube account, they will handle it, help it, get your stuff back. As long as you have some of the original information in your account, you will get it back. They will trace the IPs. They will see that this guy or woman logged on your account at a specific time and try to screw you over. So, once again, I just wanted to make this video. I mean, like you said, or like I was saying earlier, if you find out who was hacking your stuff, definitely make a report to the FBI, and they will investigate. Like I said, this person, I found their YouTube and their location and stuff, so the FBI is looking into them and probably going to be arresting them eventually or doing something to them. So, yeah, if that guy's watching this video, good luck. But anyway, just in general, yeah, some stuff to look into for that. Definitely, just be sure to heed my word of advice. I will be getting back to posting regular videos, but I wanted to put this public service announcement, if you will, PSA out there for anyone, that might be concerned that it's like, especially if you're a content creator or an upcoming content creator, make sure you have this all set up and make sure you guys have business emails. And be very, very careful because not everything you click, especially partnerships, is viable, especially if they have things that target you, like an NDA. Very fishy. A company will never send you an NDA without first talking to you. But anyway, I look forward to seeing you guys on my YouTube / Twitter / Twitch.tv, Veritasdh this week. I will be streaming almost every day. We're going to be posting a video in the next day or two about another Final Fantasy reaction. I have read all your comments. Yes, I am looking into playing it. I'm still having some issues with the account stuff. I'm figuring that out, how I want to set it up. So, besides that, we've been playing a lot of Decentraland, which is crypto market, so stop by if you guys want to see it. I'll give away some free NFTs, and with any luck, we'll give away some Blizzard Balance / Blizzard WoW time in the next few weeks. So, I look forward to seeing you guys all there. As always, I love you guys. Your support's awesome. Thank you so much for all the help. Thank you to the dedicated few that try to help me with this situation, and thank you, Team YouTube, for saving my butt once again. You guys are awesome. Alright, have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, night, wherever you guys are. Alright, till next time, guys. See ya.